MMA Meltdown on the Fight Network continues. I am Gabriel Morency. Thanks to Joey Oddessa for throwing it down with us, as I really am looking forward to UFC 181. Great rematch on tap. We're also looking forward to Invicta FC 10 from Houston, Texas this Friday evening. And for all of you that have the UFC Fight Pass, you'll be able to watch Charmaine Tweet throw it down on the UFC Fight Pass this Friday as she takes on Faith Van Duen. And it's going to be a hell of a fight, actually. And I'm looking forward to this. Charmaine was with us about a month ago or so, or it seems like that. And her fights are coming up fast and furious. Charmaine Tweet joins us right now. What's going on, Charmaine? Always a pleasure. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, I'm sitting down here in Houston, and we're in the plus Celsiuses instead of the minus 40s. So, you know, can't complain.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, huh? Nothing wrong. I've been to Houston, Texas before, too. I'm a fan of Houston. Good city. Have you enjoyed it so far?
You know, so far all I've really seen is the inside of doctors' offices and optometrist offices and that sort of thing. So I haven't had a chance to see much of the city. But yeah, so far it's been a good experience. I don't want
to put you in the hot seat or Invicta in the hot seat, but I was just thinking, we're calling the hotel. I'm like, I wonder where they're putting her up here. Is it a Holiday Inn, Motel 6, Best Western? Because people always comment on that. I think people always think fighters are staying in, like, you know, the Ritz-Carlton or something. I'm like, no, they're not staying in the Ritz-Carlton. It ain't that glamorous.
No, you know what? They have me in the Crown Plaza, and it is actually an absolutely gorgeous hotel. My room is huge. Like when I'm talking to you, I can hear my voice echoing.
It's not bad. No, that's pretty good. Crown Plaza for MMA standards, Charmaine. That's not bad. I mean, I've got like great stories behind the scenes of people complaining about hotels. But so listen, you fought on September the 6th. Do you like this quick turnaround? I imagine as a fighter, as an athlete, you want to fight as much as you possibly can. So it's pretty quick turnaround. Do you like this quick turnaround?
Yeah, I do. You know, it really keeps me focused, keeps me away from all the candies and the goodies and stuff like that. It keeps me in the gym, which is a big thing for me. I mean, I have a lot going on in my life with 2 teenage boys and that sort of thing. So it can, you know, it can be pretty easy to get off focus if I don't have a goal that I'm aiming for. So, yeah, I really like the quick turnarounds, and, you know, I am getting up there in age, so I don't have a whole lot of years left in my life, whereas, you know, people who are like 21, 22 have tons of time to get their fights in. So, yeah, I like to fight as quick as possible, as much as possible. So this has been really, really nice.
And I guess as well, I mean, people really don't think of it, but, you know, you guys are people too, as you stated. You know, you're a mom, you got a family, etc. That it's probably better to be fighting right before Christmas, isn't it? And I know, like, fighters just hate that. You know, people that have to fight on January 1st, you got to go through Thanksgiving in the States, or then the Christmas holidays, everybody's eating and festive, and, you know, you're just in a bad mood and pissed off because you're trying to cut weight.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword because, you know, fighting right before or right after Christmas, you have to stay away from all the really good or bad food, right? But the good tasting food, let's put it that way. So you got to stay away from it. So yeah, you're kind of grumpy, but you know what? If you're doing your cut and you're fighting before Christmas, then all that stuff's there, and it's like, hey, I can chow down on this now. And sometimes you go a little bit overboard. Like I did that a little bit after I fought Julia on December 7th. Last year, I was like, hey, look at all the candy and the goodies at Christmas time. I can eat this. And that was kind of a bad thing. So, you know, it's good and bad to fight right before Christmas or right after. You know, just got to watch what you do all the time, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like kickboxing, right? You can't be fighting at 160 or 165 pounds here. Like, you're right. There's no other options here. One thing I've noticed, and I follow you on Twitter, and Faith, your opponent, actually started following me on Twitter. And, you know, a lot of times in the past, you and I have talked about this, there seems to be sort of bad blood and, you know, like a lot of smack talk going back and forth. I haven't seen so much of that leading into this fight with Faith. Have I just missed it, or is there more respect between the two of you than you've had with past opponents?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit more respect. She definitely haven't missed anything. I mean, she's done nothing to piss me off, so I really have nothing to complain about. You know, with this one, I'm just training, getting ready for the fight, and not really having to worry about any drama or bad blood. And that's kind of nice, too. I mean, Bad Blood has its good thing. It really gets you pumped up and gives you something to promote and you know, have on Facebook and Twitter. But at the same time, this is a little bit chill, a little bit more relaxed, more focused on skill as opposed to, you know, going back and forth between it there.
What do you know about her as a fighter? What I saw, basically, you know, so obviously we've seen her competing in jiu-jitsu competitions. It looks like she's got some physical strength as well. What do you know about her? And when you looked at the tape, did you look at the tape? Did you look her up on YouTube? Well, what do you know about her as an opponent? How do you think you match up with her?
You know, we looked her up. We didn't find a whole lot on her on the internet, which is good on her, good thing for her, right? Nothing out there, nothing much to see. The one fight I did end up watching was the one where she lost, and I don't know, I didn't see any one major thing that I need to be extremely worried about. You know, she looks like a newer fighter to me,
yeah.
And there's not really much I can say about it. Just train like I do for most fights, with the exception of Veronica, because I knew she had that big right hand. So, you know, we were working on not getting tagged with that with her. But as far as with Faith goes, I mean, I'm just training for everything like I usually do, you know, training the striking, the ground, the wrestling, all that sort of stuff, just to be completely prepared, because, as I said, there's not a lot to see on her. So it's hard to tell what she's going to be coming at me with. So, you know, prepare for the worst, hope for the best sort of thing, right?
And I think, you know, you sound very calm right now. I think she's very excited. You know, it's her first fight in America, basically, right? I mean, I saw her tweeting about how happy she was her banner was ready, and I'm thinking, wow, you better be worried about getting punched in the face in a couple of days as opposed to your banner. Your banner's all good, but, you know, she seems nice. I almost feel bad for her because I think you're going to smash her. But, you know, I almost feel bad, but hey, it is what it is. My money's going to be on Charmaine tweet this Friday night. And as I mentioned, you can watch this stuff on the UFC Fight Pass. And I know a ton of you guys out there have a Fight Pass, and a lot of people have been saying, I want to see Invicta. Always entertaining, great cards. Charmaine, we know you're busy in Houston, Texas, joining us from the hotel room, weight cut and all that other stuff, but we really appreciate your class act. Happy holidays to you and your family, and hey, we'll catch up with you sooner rather than later. Best of luck in the fight.
Awesome. And thanks to you and everybody at the Fight Network for having me on again.
There's a Charmaine tweet with us. And, yeah, listen, you know, Faith Van Duen, and you know, Van Duen, whatever her last name I want to pronounce her name is, seems to have some jiu-jitsu background, but she's pretty raw, you know, and Charmaine's got a ton of fighting experience from the kickboxing, world champion kickboxer. You know, if you're laying it down, Charmaine is going to win this fight. We're going to take a quick break. We got some awesome videos of the week. We're not half-assing it this week with one on the way out. We got some solid-ass videos, although one of them's been taken down because the dude's been shamed too much already, which sucks for us, but hey, it is what it is. MMA Meltdown on the Fight Network continues.